Yeah, in
for the basketball. Yeah.
Led them to a championship. Bro, we need to tell people we're going live, bro.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to Game Day Everyday, man. Episode 8. This is our first live show. I'm Jackson Davis. This is Tyler Gus. I'm scared. Kind of nervous, dog. First time going live?
So, first time live, but as we usually do, if you're watching this later, we're going to have timestamps in the description. So, same as last episode, just go back to where you want to watch, what section.
So that way you don't have to watch this the entire time like you do all the time.
And with all these genres, I guess we'll just go right into it. So, let's start off with NBA. So, LeBron has been injured for a while with
it's a groin injury.
Yeah, it's a groin injury. So, it's obviously affected the team. LA heavily relies on him.
They're 6 and
He's
7
literally
without him right now.
the best player in the world, so I could see a team suffering without him. But he's going to be coming back soon. How do you think this Lakers team is going to improve?
It's going to improve by another facilitator on the court, not just Lonzo Ball. And LeBron is way better at facilitating, and that's what, 25, 30 points a night?
LeBron's literally one of the greatest passers of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
even some say better than Larry Bird, which I don't know.
Which people always disagree. He's like, oh, he's always so selfish. But if you look at the stats, he's literally just behind John Stockton, which I don't see anyone ever reaching.
Yeah.
John Stockton never missed a game.
Yeah, he's up there.
All he did was pass.
But he still scored. He's still a good scorer.
Today is 118 or 119?
Yeah, 119, yes.
So today is the day DeMarcus Cousins and the super team of the Warriors begin. So
oh, no.
DeMarcus Cousins signed a 1-year, $5 million deal over the offseason. Got a lot of hate for it because...
Yeah, dude, you're going to the... Oh, man, this is
You're
bad.
a perennial all-star. You're one of the best big men in the league.
He averaged
and then you take a pay cut just so you can win a ring with the Warriors.
He averaged 28 and 12 and shot like 46% before he got injured.
It's just another reason why people hate the Warriors. I mean,
it's all right, man.
But he's going to be coming back. What do you think if they gel together, they will be one of the greatest starting lineups? By starting lineups, I don't mean them like individually. I mean them like as a whole.
As a whole, yes.
Do you think they could gel together and become one of the greatest starting fives?
Oh, yeah. But I think it's going to take a while because we don't know what DeMarcus Cousins is going to do. He'll come out be great.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Bad.
Like his role with the team.
No, his role is to space the floor.
Yeah,
and he's really good at that. And so I'm sure they'll, set some down screens, with Curry and Clay.
Curry plays very well off the screen.
And I think Kevin and Boogie, they're going to be working together.
Then you always have that outlet pass to Clay whenever he drives in too.
Yeah.
So
But KD and Boogie are going to work together, set each other's screens.
The biggest snake of them all, KD. So I mean,
look, it's just another double-double on the stat sheet for the Warriors. All right. Instead of 140 a night, it's probably going to be like 160 a night.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be horrible to watch the NBA again.
Yeah, I mean, if they start gelling together, might as well just call it over.
But
give them the
on any
trophy.
given night, you can beat a team in the NBA. So I'm not really too worried about it.
Yeah, I mean, once they start gelling together, I might as well just give them the trophy.
I mean,
they've ruined the NBA. The Warriors have ruined the NBA.
They have, but it's a great story for the NBA. It's great to build a new thing for the NBA, to create a new era of basketball.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was weird, but whatever. But our team, the Mavs, or my team at least, we're bad. We were an 8 seed, a playoff team, but now we are third to last in the Western Conference. Why is this?
Well, for starters, huge losing streak. I think we talked about this on the last episode. It's been rough. Dirk obviously came back. We talked about this last episode. But obviously it's not the same Dirk that we've seen.
Yeah. Well, Dirk's also 41, so give him a break.
But I don't know. The Mavericks, I think they're struggling because they're trying to rely too much on one player. Like one game, just Wesley Matthews shoots all the shots, and then Luka Doncic.
Well,
the other game,
they found their player in Luka Doncic, so I think they should just rely on him or go through him at all times.
I mean, the struggle has been so bad for the Mavs that they're considering trading a player after only having him for a year. And he has a lot of potential, and that's Dennis Smith Jr.
I heard this morning, though, that they're not.
Yeah, they said that they're finally optimistic about him, but I think the only reason they said that
They didn't get the offer. Offers they wanted.
that and just damage control, I think, because if you're Dennis Smith and you're chilling at home or whatever, you're injured, you're sick, and you hear, oh yeah, you might be traded, and then you come back the next day and you're like, hey, so what's going on here?
Yeah, that's low. That's kind of like the Ian Kinsler thing.
It's a little
he was
awkward.
On vacation,
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, like you don't do that. But I think after they did that, or after the news came out, it was just kind of for damage control. So.
No, I think Luka and Dennis can play together.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just if Dennis can create a shot and be more efficient, bro, he's a great player. He just has to score more than 12 points a game and shoot 33%.
Yeah, DeAndre Jordan hasn't been playing the best lately.
But he's still a big impact.
Yeah, he's still averaging, I think, a double-double. So
yeah. It's like the Tyson Chandler we had.
It's a normal DeAndre Jordan stat line, but
I like it though. He brings a toughness with our defense and in the paint. So just like Tyson Chandler did in the championship year.
But we're third to last in the NBA, or at least in the Western Conference. So
I still believe we'll be a playoff team.
How far back are we from the division? Or from at least an 8 seed?
We're like 4 or 5. We're 13th, so we're like 4 spots.
Oh.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough, and we're a couple games back, so we're gonna have to win on the road. Can we win on the road for once? Like, thanks, that'd be appreciated.
I mean, we had a crucial loss to the Warriors the other day.
Yeah, well, it's whatever.
So
Curry's unbelievable.
Yeah, I went off that game. My Bucks, they've been rising too.
Yeah, Giannis, is he the MVP?
I still give it to Harden. I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's a hard pick, but I gotta go with Harden for sure.
I look at it in the long run. Is Harden gonna lead his team in the playoffs and go on all the way?
No.
Like, yeah. Okay, so I feel like Giannis could do that this year. I feel like Giannis can go to the championship.
Here's the difference between Giannis and Harden. Giannis is in a weaker conference. The Eastern Conference, it doesn't even compare to the Western Conference.
Yeah,
Western Conference
get it.
This year has been more stacked than it's ever been. Warriors, Lakers, Nuggets, Spurs are even playing well. Like,
yeah, they're on the rise. That's just because they got Pop, best coach in the league.
yeah, but still,
Debatable.
their players are playing well.
Yeah.
I mean, not much as crazy has happened. I mean,
It's just been normal 50-point games from James Harden and nothing else. I mean, I guess we can move on to NCAA.
Yeah, I guess so, man. So we're a couple weeks into the NCAA season, about actually a couple months.
Yeah,
into
it's
the NCAA
been a
season.
great ride. A lot of upsets.
We've got 2 months left until March Madness, so I'm excited for that. But Duke gets a loss this week.
To Syracuse.
Syracuse.
That shows a lot about their team.
I mean, Syracuse is always one of those trap games because it's Syracuse. Jim Boeheim's such a
they're
great
known
coach.
for basketball.
Great shooter. Or they just always have great shooters.
Yeah.
So.
But that shows a lot about their team, man.
So obviously with this other loss, and they haven't updated the rankings until Monday, but Michigan now I think is going to be on top. 17-0.
They're still undefeated?
Yeah.
God.
Still undefeated. 6-0 in conference. They're playing Wisconsin this weekend. Wisconsin's always a tough opponent to play against.
Yeah, it's another trap team, yeah.
And they're playing in Wisconsin.
That's a tough place to play.
I
always remember that one half-court shot they made.
Yeah.
With Tim Hardaway Jr.
Yeah. Virginia, still undefeated, 16-0.
They play
4-0
Duke
in conference.
next, right?
And they're playing. This is a big game for tomorrow. Duke versus Virginia. If Virginia can pull off a win here, I think they'll jump over Michigan and get number 1.
And that's a big loss for Duke, too. That's definitely going to hit them in the heart.
Yeah, if you lose 2 games in a
Lose their
week,
confidence.
it's going to kill all confidence. I mean, let's be real.
Yeah.
Imagine going undefeated for a year and then losing in the final game. It's like, oh, come on.
Oh, I know how that feels. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, you're a Kentucky fan.
Kentucky,
so.
yeah. 31-0.
Texas Tech is still on the rise.
I like Tech.
15-2. I don't like Tech.
They were good last year. Made a pretty deep run.
Kansas is still on the rise. They kept it close, or UT kept it close with Kansas. but a bad shot at the end cost them the game.
Make better decisions. Every decision,
I'm used to it
every
as a
play,
UT fan.
it counts, man.
Your Kentucky is at 12 now, 13
we
and
weren't
3.
even ranked at one point, so I'm happy for that.
Yeah, you guys are playing Auburn this weekend, who's ranked 14th. I know you're obviously going to go with Kentucky, but I got Auburn.
Why?
I just think they're way better fundamentally. I mean, they got better shooters than you guys too. And they have way better tempo with the ball.
I guess I can agree with you, on the tempo part.
You're very fast paced, and sometimes your team
but
just
we
falls apart.
we like playing the transition ball. So
yeah,
we pass it up, we go shoot it
against a defensive Auburn team like this, where they play so well off the fast break. I don't think you'll get it done.
Well, we'll just find out, won't we?
I guess so. OU's playing Texas tomorrow.
It's always a good game.
Yeah, 13 and 4. So, I mean, they're all right. Ranked 20th. And then I changed my national championship pick. Now, I'm no longer going with Nevada. I'm going with another dark horse pick, Marquette.
Really?
Marcus Howard has played insane.
Yeah, one player can't do it by himself.
Obviously, he can, because he dropped 53 in a game and saved his whole team. But
all right, but you think he'll do that in a tournament when everyone is fighting for a spot?
He dropped 45 earlier this week too. He's one of the best players in the country, I feel like.
I know, but he can't do it by himself.
I think he can. We saw what Jimmer did.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
All right, you have a point.
Buddy Hield on that OU team too. But
we'll see when it matters if he can lead his team.
I mean, that's it for basketball, man. So
I guess to NFL.
Yeah. So NFL. We're watching conference, just divisional rounds and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, the conference championships.
The conference championships are this weekend. But to start off, Cowboys crushed every bit of hope I had.
That, ladies and gentlemen, was one of the worst. I turned off the TV, sat in silence. It was bad.
It was a 22-30 loss against the Rams.
So what happened, man? I mean, okay, let's get this out of the way. Our defense didn't show up, first of all. But we had opportunities to win that game with the 4th and 2 that we couldn't.
It's just that offense is so stale. You run the same plays over and over again.
Okay,
and then
yeah, but we're also
what do you
running
expect?
Zeke.
They're gonna actually let you get it.
Yeah. Well, we're running Zeke into an 8-man box. Like, why are we running Zeke into an 8-man box?
They're stacking the box every time, which was ridiculous.
And every time the Rams run on us, we had 3 or 4 guys in the box. Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, C.J. Anderson went off. He had a great day. He's gained a lot of weight.
Yeah, that man.
I remember him with the Broncos. He was pretty skinny. Or he wasn't skinny, but he wasn't that level big.
He was just lean.
Yeah, he won a Super Bowl with the Broncos. I remember that against the Panthers. Good win with the Rams. But yeah, Cowboys. I don't know.
What goes on from here? All right, Jason Garrett's not leaving. Scott Linehan isn't
Jason
leaving.
Garrett just got elected to the Pro Bowl too, which makes me a little angry because now it shows that Jerry isn't going to get rid of him.
Yeah, and I'm like,
your coach is going to the Pro Bowl.
Come on, man! 9 years and 2 playoff wins.
And with Jason Garrett not leaving, Scott Linehan's not leaving too.
Yeah, it's. Yeah, did you see his press conference where he got mad, where people were asking him about it?
Yeah, I mean, I can understand getting angry over that. That's your coworker, and he's really good friends with Scott Linehan too. But that offense is so stale, and you don't know how to run a team.
Hey,
I feel like he doesn't know how to run a team because obviously you don't know how to run it in the playoffs.
Yeah. Well,
where it matters the most.
I know, but you know who's a free agent wants to get traded? Antonio Brown. Why don't you come to Dallas?
He's not coming to Dallas.
Oh, we have faith.
But moving on, like I said, conference championship. Over the past divisional rounds, Chiefs destroyed the Colts 31-13.
I was sad about that game too.
My Super Bowl pick, Chargers, got destroyed by the Patriots.
What did you expect? The GOAT.
Yeah, Philip Rivers did play.
No, we're talking about Tom Brady.
Oh.
Yeah. We're talking about the actual GOAT, all right, not the joke. Talking about the GOAT, Tom Brady.
You calling Philip Rivers a joke? Whoa, that's
the joke GOAT.
That's a little too far.
The joke GOAT, yeah.
Philip Rivers is one of the most underrated quarterbacks.
Yes, he's
NFL
going
history.
into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
He's had a Hall of Fame career.
Okay.
But this year was his year. He's not getting any more opportunities.
Besides that point, he lost. He lost. I'll admit that. He lost. He didn't play the best. He started playing good until the fourth quarter. It was originally like 41-20. It was like 41-10 at one point.
Yeah, and they scored like 3 quick ones.
Yeah. So I got to give him props for that, but just make it look like a closer game happened. But
lost by 10.
Yeah, 13. But and then shout out to Chris. Saints beat the Eagles.
Yeah.
I'm
just glad the
Saints,
Eagles lost.
they showed that they had some weakness against this Eagles team. Obviously, O-line was kind of concerning.
The interception on the first play of the game. Drew Brees never does that. That was a little terrifying there.
Yeah, I thought once they were down 14-0, I was like, oh no, it's going to be one of these games, huh?
I know, but
Yeah.
you see Drew Brees over there. He's all nice and calm over there.
He's like, not this time.
No, he knows his team is good. He can lead them back.
But with Nick Foles and Carson Wentz on the same team, and Nick Foles going in the free agency, do you want to re-sign him for $20 million, or do you want to trade Wentz?
Well, he brought you a ring, so.
But who got you there during the regular season?
I know, dude. This situation is so.
It's a whole QB fiasco in Philly.
It's so hard. But I feel like they should keep Carson, and just.
Yeah, Carson's for sure the future.
Yeah.
Should you get a guy in his prime, or should you get Carson, who's almost in his prime, still young too?
I'll take Carson.
I'll take Carson too.
Even though Nick Foles is a great quarterback.
Someone else can have
the
him.
offense great.
I think he works well under Philly's offense. He didn't do the same thing for the Chiefs, and he was a backup over there.
Or any other team he did.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's a weird situation, but yeah, Eagles. I don't like them. So
No, they can go home.
So now, obviously, with this matchup, we have Rams versus Saints in the NFC Championship.
That's gonna be a shootout, just like it was in the regular season.
Yeah, and Patriots Chiefs in the AFC Conference Championship, which was also a shootout.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, I think the Patriots and Chiefs game will be closer than the Rams and Saints.
It was really close last time too. I remember they beat them like 41-38.
Yeah, it was 43-40.
Here's the difference though. The Chiefs had Kareem Hunt before, that whole video came out.
Yeah, they had a running game before.
Yeah.
And now they don't. The Patriots have a nice with James White.
But little fact about this game though is this is the first time Kansas City has ever hosted a conference championship game.
And Arrowhead. Oh boy. And this is the first time for Tom Brady.
Game's gonna be like below freezing. It's gonna be snowing.
Tom Brady's used to that. He can play in the cold.
Yeah, but this is Kansas City. It's a whole different level over there. I don't know.
I still have faith in Tom Brady.
Kansas City known for the barbecue, but also might be known for their football team
But
too.
Kansas City's defense, they're not all right. So if they let Tom Brady in there go slicing and dicing, throwing in tight windows, and show him no pressure, it's over.
Well, I think
they have to pressure Tom Brady.
I think that's the number one concern with the Chiefs is their defense is so inconsistent. Their defense could go off for 1 week, and then the next week, there is no defense. Like we saw in the Rams game.
Yeah.
No defense.
54 points.
Yeah, which is ridiculous.
No, but I'm going with the Patriots on this one.
Yeah, as much as I hate to say it, I want the Chiefs to win now, but I think Patriots.
Mahomes has to have, even though I don't want him to have a bad game, I want to see him succeed, but it's bound to happen.
I want to see him win a Super Bowl.
Yeah. It would be a great story.
He's a good player, but could have been the Cowboys.
Yeah. Whatever.
But so on to the next one of what could have been for the Cowboys: Rams versus Saints. Headline here is Todd Gurley and C.J. Anderson versus the Saints' number 2 defense.
Yeah, who's starting? I'm going with C.J.
I think you should bring in C.J. for third down, like as a power back.
Oh, okay. So just for the important plays.
And then, just as your normal running back, I feel like you should have Todd Gurley. Obviously, Todd Gurley, because he's your most athletic player. Yeah. I don't understand the point of benching him. And then,
well, CJ was averaging more yards per carry
for this year at one point. Like, just because he was injured, doesn't mean he should be benched. I mean, come on.
All right, I guess I understand what you're saying. Just use C.J. Anderson for the big plays.
But then again, you do have this hot streak with C.J. Anderson where you want to keep the momentum going with him.
Yeah, I feel like they should use him for the first quarter.
Because like we said earlier, he's a big dude. Like
Yeah, they should just switch them out, like one first, 1 second,
Yeah.
and then third, and then put both of them in the fourth quarter, to
Like a dual running back.
yeah,
backfield?
like to trick him.
Honestly, you could just play fullback. He's big enough.
Yeah,
I mean,
you could just
he's
trick.
He's
trick
the size of an offensive lineman, if we're gonna be real.
I don't know if he's that.
He's a big dude.
I don't know
But
if he's that big.
Defensive lineman, maybe. But
No.
Yeah,
I feel like Saints defense will definitely intimidate Jared Goff. You just have to put pressure on Jared Goff.
Cam Jordan's really good too.
Yeah.
He's really good off the edge. Sheldon Rankins, I'm pretty sure, is injured, so he's gonna be out. So that's gonna kind of hurt their defense.
But I feel like the Rams defense, Marcus Peters, he's really not playing that well.
That man's from LA too. I'm pretty sure he's
Yeah.
from Compton, so he's
No, yeah, but
he's a pretty scary dude to play against.
I want to see Drew Brees win one more before he retires after this year. I think he's
Yeah.
done. So.
I also just want to point out, Eagles Saints, Nick Foles went to Westlake High School in Austin, Texas. Drew Brees also went to Westlake High School in Austin, Texas.
Whoa. I didn't know Drew Brees was from Texas.
Sam Ellinger also went to Westlake from Austin, Texas.
So does this mean Sam Ellinger is the next upcoming quarterback?
It's the next Nick Foles.
Texas, we're back. Yeah,
Dude.
yeah, whatever.
That's for a different story. But I mean, I guess we'll move on to college football, but it's not really college football. It's kind of NFL draft. So Kyler Murray.
He's a great player, but first round pick, yes, definitely. But he's in the bottom.
Let's first back it up here. So Kyler Murray, drafted second overall by the Oakland A's in the MLB draft. Huge storyline, because he's a Heisman winner in college football, but he's also going to be playing professional baseball. A's offered him $15 million if he didn't. He wants to enter into the NFL draft, so the A's offered him $15 million if he stays in baseball.
Yeah, it's guaranteed money.
Yeah, it's all guaranteed, $15 million, and you're not even playing yet. Or you could go to the NFL and just not make that money, and you play the risk.
You'd have to wait
Yeah.
to get your money, like win a playoff game and
So
get your money.
I think this is it's a weird situation because he enters into the NFL draft. I don't see him going first round because you obviously have that risk of, if I draft him first round, what if he doesn't play for me and plays for the MLB?
Yeah, and he changes his decision out of nowhere.
Then once you know it, first round pick, useless.
Yeah.
It's like it never happened.
Yeah, and he's also.
You know what this situation reminds me of? It reminds me of the Bo Jackson situation. Bo Jackson was drafted by the Buccaneers with the first pick in the draft. And then he said, you know what, I'm not going to play for you guys. I'm going to switch to baseball.
And he dominated that too.
And then he came back to football and signed with the Raiders, which is...
He could do that.
I mean, but you got to feel for the Buccaneers there. He warned them before they drafted him. He was like, don't draft me. I'm not going to play for you guys. But still, I
At least he
don't
was
know.
up forward with it.
Yeah, I mean, you should have known that. But
No, but another thing
that's the first
for
round
the first round, you want a good-sized quarterback that can take a hit, man. This man is 5'10", 195, going in the NFL as a quarterback.
I mean, I've never seen height and weight as a problem in the NFL.
Well, I know, but just
especially for a quarterback. I mean, we've seen this with
Drew
Russell
Brees,
Wilson,
obviously, yeah.
Russell Wilson too. Doug Flutie was 5'9", I think, and he dominated too for the Patriots.
Yeah, but he completed 69% of his passes this past season, 42 interceptions, 42 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. So he can obviously play.
And rushing stats too are just insane. I mean, he's rushed very well.
That's how the game is now. They rely on your quarterback more.
Yeah, I mean, you're starting to see more of this transition of the Michael Vick effect in the NFL, where you have players like Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen,
You're the more athletic quarterback.
Even
now.
Mitchell Trubisky is starting to become more of a running quarterback. And the common theme between all of those guys is they're young. I mean, Cam Newton was obviously one, too.
Yeah, but he's so injury prone.
He doesn't.
It's hard for him.
That's why I kind of put him on the edge, because he's not the same player he used to be. But
yeah, he wasn't the 2016 MVP, the best player in football. Cam Newton.
That was a fun year to watch.
Yeah.
I will say that. But
and he blew it.
But I mean, I think Kyler Murray will go second round.
All right.
I think
well,
he's a solid.
hey.
He's got the arm strength, obviously.
Yeah. If an NFL team, it just depends on what he's passionate about. If he's more passionate for football or baseball. So
Yeah.
I hope the best for him, I guess.
All right. So moving on, more baseball, I guess.
Manny Machado.
Manny Machado.
the big money. So there's been trade rumors of where he's going to go. And I have on my paper here, the White Sox offered him a 7-year, $175 million contract. Should he go to the White Sox?
I mean, you're making the most money.
Yeah,
Yankees. Okay, so Yankees. We talked about it last episode. He might go to the Yankees. Yankees aren't obviously getting him because they signed DJ LeMahieu earlier this week. I think 2 years, $19 million, which is he's a second baseman / shortstop.
Yeah.
So he kind of takes over that position. But it obviously showed Yankees aren't interested. We don't want to pay you $170 million.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
And instead, they signed LeMahieu this week and Ottavino from Colorado. Who's a great pitcher.
Do you think he could help the White Sox? They went 62-100 last year.
I think you could help out with like a couple wins.
Yeah.
I think White Sox are a weird team for me because they've had all these great players and then they just trade them away. It's kind of like the Padres.
Yeah.
Padres have always had these great players, and then like, all right, well, we'll ship you to an actual contender. And it's like.
Then they're not the same player.
Yeah, and then they just get a whole bunch of.
The role is different. Yeah.
The thing is with the White Sox, it's a really young team. You got a lot of prospects, but they're not doing anything with them, so it kind of confuses me. I mean, they got I think Ronald Acuna, who was like #1 pick 1 year. So.
Hey.
International player, I think, from Dominican Republic. So.
What about Chicago? Hasn't he talked about Chicago? Isn't he really good friends with?
Yeah, he's
Chris Bryant.
Yeah, him and Bryce Harper is.
Oh, that was okay. That was Bryce Harper. All right.
Yeah. That's
another free agent too.
Yeah, Bryce Harper hasn't really done anything. So, basically, the main point of this MLB segment is free agency is stale.
Yeah, it's baseball. It's always like this, man.
I mean, usually you have some interesting headlines every week, but it's just been kind of okay. Well,
yeah, it's baseball. Oh wait, what about Tim Tebow? He got a spring training invitation for the Mets.
My Mets invited him to Major League spring training. Like
he's all right ball player.
I'm a Mets fan, and
play.
I'm thinking we're gonna win the World Series. But this hit me like a reality check. Like you're not gonna win anything this year. So.
And he's also coming off injury too.
I mean, I don't care. Tim Tebow's not gonna make a roster. It's Tim Tebow.
Dang.
It's Tim Tebow. Let's be real. Only reason we're talking about him right now is because he was good in college.
Yeah.
And he had somewhat of success in the
NFL. I think he should just stay in the college broadcasting world, be on TV, and play baseball. Or he could just stay in minor league and dominate.
He's not really dominating minor league.
Okay, but he was a good ball player.
Calm down. He's only batting like 200.
He was a good ball player.
But
and he sold tickets, so that's all that matters.
He's getting married to Miss Universe. So.
Oh Lord.
Congrats to him.
Yeah, congrats to the dude.
But I mean that's about it for baseball.
What boxing next?
Yeah. So we're gonna be going to our final topic here, boxing. Manny Pacquiao. You know, he's been around for a while now.
He's really old.
I think he's hit his 40s now.
That's insane, man. You box until your 40s.
Manny Pacquiao actually is 40, but he's fighting Adrian Broner, who, if you paid attention to like hip hop and like news like that, you know that he was gonna train Chris Brown to fight Soulja Boy, which it was just a whole stupid situation. But
where does this come to?
But Adrian Broner, really good boxer. He's had some dominant wins over his time.
I don't think he could beat a veteran.
Obviously, Pacquiao's favorited. So Broner's 29 years old. Pacquiao's 40. Pacquiao is favorited by minus 280. So it's pretty good odds.
Yeah, well, I mean, part of me says...
This is for the title, too.
Yeah, part of me says that the veteran is going to win because he's been in that situation. Like, he knows all the moves and stuff that the young guys are doing.
Like Floyd Mayweather, too, in that Tekashi fight or whatever.
And that's what, he knows what the young guys, their energy, and he's going to use it against them. Mm-hmm. But on the other side, the young guys, like, they're way too quick for him, and they can just, catch him with a quick one.
Yeah, exactly. And Manny Pacquiao is really good with speed. Adrian Broner's definitely got more power, I feel like, but I got Pacquiao winning. I mean,
I'll have to agree with you, Pacquiao. And
that's one of my That's one of my favorite boxers of all time too.
Yeah.
Like I can't disrespect him like that.
Well, I guess we'll see this weekend. So you got Pacquiao.
So yeah, Broner's obviously the underdog. plus 230 for him to win. So if you were to bet
That's
on
a
him,
lot of money.
it's a nice little payout. But,
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
but
Win or lose. Is your dad gonna bet?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. So,
I would be surprised if he didn't.
but I think if Manny Pacquiao wins this is the thing I'm concerned about. Is he gonna retire?
He should. Dang, like you're gonna die. Like,
I mean, MMA has
take too many hits.
MMA has a way harder effect, and we see these guys retire at like age 46. Herschel Walker used to play for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Yeah, he started MMA fighting like a couple of years ago, and now he's still MMA fighting.
Dude, that's so bad.
He's
like,
one of the greatest athletes of all time. Though, so
I
it
know,
makes
but
sense.
this way to treat your body, like, you could die early. I mean, that's just my opinion. Like,
Yeah, but
I want to keep intact and be around for a while.
and if he does come back, I'm hoping for Floyd Mayweather versus Pacquiao too. I want to see an actual fight.
Yeah,
Not a money grab.
Yeah.
not what we saw last time.
That would actually be pretty cool. Like their last, like, what if there's like their last match
I understand that's the way.
for both of them?
I understand that's the way they fight, and it's weird putting them up against each other because they fight two total different
Yeah,
styles. But you know, for the mainstream purposes,
It brings money.
you might want to make it a bit more entertaining. Boxing has never been this popular in a while.
Yeah.
Their ratings have gone through the roof.
Ever since the early 90s.
I think it was 1,000% increase in audience viewers.
Wow.
So, boxing's obviously reached mainstream. ESPN signed the deal with boxing, and UFC too.
Oh yeah, they're streaming on ESPN for the first time.
Oh yeah, UFC they're starting the show, but Fox, you know, now they're finally showing primetime again for the first time in like 15 years.
Boxing's on the rise.
Last person they showed was like Mike Tyson fighting.
Oh.
I forgot.
Yeah, like 20 some years ago.
It was like 15. Mike Tyson fought into the early 2000s also.
Mm.
But and it was just a straight up money grab too. So
Well, it'll definitely be interesting. But is that all we got for today?
yeah, man, watch the fight tomorrow, I guess, if you're gonna be watching it.
Yeah. Agree with us. Pick Pacquiao. You know,
Yeah,
why not?
If you're gonna bet, put your money on
Pick Pacquiao. Pick on the veteran.
Yeah.
But
So-
anyway, I guess that concludes the show, guys. This is our first live show. It went pretty good.
I would say. it went pretty well.
I love today.
Yes.
So for the timestamps, if you want to watch later, just look in the description. We'll have the timestamps there for you. This is Tyler Gus. I'm Jackson Davis. And
Twitter
we'll
and
catch y'all later.
Twitter and below too.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about the Twitter.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I was like, is he gonna say it?
Dude, you should have
Is he gonna
spoke
say it?
up. I really forgot about it.
But yeah.